So welcome everyone. So I am here to talk to you about how we use AI to our solution. So let me introduce myself. I am Alaganila Meghanathan. I am a Microsoft MVP and recently I got a Microsoft certified trainer. I am a founder and CEO of Innovatry Technologies. Then yes, I am a Shishap Corner MVP too. So if you have any queries or if you want to connect me through social media, this is my handler, that is Alaganila M. So before jumping into the topic, I will just share you the agenda so that I started the today's session with the cognitive services, that is the introduction of cognitive services. After that, I will show you how we could create a cognitive services on portal. So later I will show you that what are the new updates that they are announcing in the 2028 build. So next I will explain you about Logic app. Finally, we have some quiet demos. So in that demo, I will show you how we can create an Face API in that portal, and then after that how we could use the Face API through the Logic app. And then I have an how we use the Face API in the Shisha program. So without further delay, I just jump into the topic. As I mentioned before, I introduced about the cognitive services. So actually it is a mental action or process of acquiring the knowledge and understanding through thought, experience, and the senses. Okay, so it's an what the actual mean is that through our thought, experience, and the sense, we are going to train the machine or train the something. Okay, so actually cloud computing is a delivery of cloud services. Okay, so it includes the servers, storage, databases, networking, softwares, and intelligence, right, over the internet. So everywhere we experience the AI. Actually, by nature, human have an intelligence, so he can able to speak, able to interrupt, able to think, right. So human make a machine and insert their intelligence artificially. Yes, so artificially, and then make them to behave like a human being for solving their problem. So this is what all we call as an artificial intelligence. So actually, artificial intelligence is a machine with the ability to solve the human problems. So cognitive services are a set of APIs that are designed to democratize the artificial intelligence by enabling the system to see, hear, speak, understand, and interrupt our needs using the natural method of communication. So what exactly the cognitive service is? That it is a set of machine learning algorithms that Microsoft has developed to solve the problems in the field of artificial intelligence. Okay, so that hope now you can able to understand what is in cognitive services. So actually the cognitive services are classified into five categories. So that is in vision, speech, language, decision, and search. So in the vision, it is an art of processing the images, it returning some smart insight about the about images. So it captures the emotions and also we have an facial expressions are there, right. So we have an 27 facial landmarks through that. So whenever we feed an images, it can capture the information from that and it displays that. So that's all about the vision category. So next we are going to see about the speech one. So here the speech one is that we can verify our speech or we can overcome from our speech barriers. So there are some of the interesting APIs that comes under the speech category, that is text to speech, speech to text, speaker recognitions, and speech translations. So we can we can able to filtering the noises over there. So the next one is language category. So it allows our apps to process a natural language. It controls the system if you build an AI applications or you can build an AI machine, you can able to control your system with your own language. So we can able to correct there we have some interesting APIs over there. So we have an Q&A maker API, text analytics. So the text analytics is used to detect the sentiment of the given text. Either it should be a positive or it should be a negative one. And then we can have a decision category. So in that decision category, we can have an anomaly detector, personalizer, and content moderator. So actually, the decision is all about we can map the complex informations and data in order to solve the problems. Okay. Then we can have a search one. So it's all about searching APIs. So this is our cognitive services are divided into that 5 groups. These are all about the API that comes under the cognitive services. Hope now you can have a clear view of what is in cognitive services. So that yes, so through that we have an video over there. So this video helps you to understand more about what is an cognitive service. So I just play my video. Hope it is audible one.
No audio, ma'am.
Okay, so one sec.
And that's where it was introduced to talking computers, and that really opened up a whole new world of opportunities. I joined Microsoft 10 years ago as a software engineer. I love making things which improve people's lives. And one of the things I've always dreamt of since I was at university was this idea of something that could tell you at any moment what's going on around you.
I think it's a man jumping in the air doing a trick on a skateboard.
I teamed up with like-minded engineers to make an app which lets you know who and what is around you. It's based on top of the Microsoft Intelligence APIs, which makes it so much easier to make this kind of thing. The app runs on smartphones, but also on the Pivot Head smart glasses. When you're talking to a bigger group, sometimes you can talk and there's no response, and you think, is everyone listening really well, or are they half asleep? And you never know.
I see 2 faces. 40-year-old man with a beard looking surprised. 20-year-old woman looking happy.
The app can describe. Artificial intelligence is improving at an ever faster rate, and I'm really excited to see where we can take this. As engineers, we're always standing on the shoulders of giants, building on top of what went before. And in this case, we've taken years of research from Microsoft Research to pull this off.
I think it's a young girl throwing an orange frisbee in the park.
For me, it's about taking that far-off dream and building it one step at a time. I think this is just the beginning.
Yes. Hope now you can able to understand the concept of what is an Microsoft Azure Cognitive Services. So let's. Yes. So just we get into what are the Microsoft made an announcement with their Microsoft Build 2020 event. The event all includes about the tons of updating. So let's see one by one. So actually they are announcing the computer vision API. Yes. Hope now you can able to see my screen. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So the computer vision is that it's an advanced text extraction. Actually, they are announcing that Read 3.0 version. They are now is in the general available. So it expanding its language coverage beyond English and Spanish to include the French, German, Portuguese, Italian, and Dutch. And now the container. Okay, so now we come to the container. So we can deploy the cognitive services anywhere from the cloud with the containers. So actually language understanding and text analytics sentiments analysis in containers are generally available. So next we have an speech one. So actually it extends the language coverage, that is an language coverage and accuracy improvements. So it expanding to 27 new locals and 30% improvement in speech transaction accuracy. For language understanding, they are enhanced the portal experience. The language understanding has revamped and labeling experience. So actually they are announced Louis portal is there, and we can have an Q&A maker API. So they are announced that they improve the collaborations and text editing capabilities. And then we can have an text analytics. So in that text analytics, they are enhance their capabilities. So they are announcing the V3, that is the version 3 in generally available. It includes sentiment analysis, key phrase extractions, language directions, and named entity recognition capabilities are over there. So that okay, so the personalizer. Okay, so the personalizer, they have introduced the apprentice mode features. So these are some of the announcement they are announcing during the Build 2020. So that yes. Okay, so let's move to the demo part. Hope now you have a clear view of what is an Azure Cognitive Services and what are the cognitive services in that. So now we are moving to I'm moving to show you that how we can create the Face API in the Azure portal. Okay, so to do that, I just switch over to the browser. Okay. So if you want to use the Face API, otherwise if you want to use a cognitive service APIs, there are two ways to use that. Actually, the first one is that we can have an you can need the Azure subscription, say that it is a free or paid one. You can get the 12-month of popular free services. So actually $200 credit to explore about 30 days. So the next way is if you want to use only the API, they are providing a trial keys for you. So for 30 days. So I just paste the link over my chat window. So through this link, you can able to get the trial keys. Yes. Okay. So I just I think I'm not sharing my. Okay. Yes. Now you can able to see my browser. Yes, this is an Azure portal. So there we can able to find out the. Now we are going to find a. We are going to create an service for the Face API. So to do that, you just click on the create resources. Yes, so we can have a blade. So in that blade, you can able to find out the AI plus machine learning. So that in that under the AI plus machine learning, you can able to find out the Face API. Okay, so just click on that. Yes, so we need to give the name of the API. So due to the time concern, I have already created the API. So here I am just open for show you how to create it. So you have to give the name of the API and you have to choose either. So if you if you need only the API, you just use the trial key. Otherwise, you need the subscription. So you just choose the subscription here, and then you need to choose the location where it could be saved. And then we have a pricing tier. So in that pricing tier, we can able to find out there are two pricing tiers. So one is for free, and then for that we have an 5,000 transaction per month is free, and another one is for standard pricing tier. So I used the free tier. Okay, so after that you have to choose a resource group, and then once you fill all the fields, you just click on the create. So it can take a while to deploy the service for few seconds. So once the deployment starts, you just find out in the notification window. So there you can able to find out the resources. So that's all about this is the way we can create the Phase API in the portal. So I just move to the my presentation. Yes. Okay, I'll just share my entire screen. Yes. So now, yes. So now we are getting to the logic app. That is my second part of my presentation. So hopefully now you can able to understand what is an Azure Cognitive Services and what are the APIs that present in that, and how we could create a service in the portal. So now we are going to see as per the agenda. Now I am going to use that Phase API into the logic app. Okay, so that is that what is an logic app is that actually it is an okay, it's like an it's help us work smarter by automating the workflows across your favorite apps and services. Actually, Logic App is a cloud-based service. It allows you to create an event in one and do something with that data from that event into the another services. Okay, so it helps to schedule, automate, or architect the task when there is needed to integrate the apps, data, or systems. Okay, so we can create the automatic workflows without writing a single line of code. So that is the beauty of this Logic App. So it's very simple to create and use. Okay, so we does not require technical knowledge or programming skills. Okay, so we can able to get the get notifications. You can synchronize the files, or you can collect the data from the social media or the storage, and then we can have the automated workflows. Okay, so if you want to work with the Logic App, you need to understand some three terms, that is the connectors, triggers, and the conditions. Okay, the connectors are the predefined APIs that you should use it in your process. They create specifically to aid you when you are connecting or working with your data. Okay, so here, let me explain with an example. So if I feed any post in the Facebook, that time that same post will be tweeted in the Twitter. Okay, so here the connectors are Facebook and the Twitter. Okay, so hope now you can able to understand what is a connector and what is a trigger means when it could be happened. Okay, at what instance it could be happened. Okay, so that is a trigger. It is an event that starts a new instance of an workflow on a specific event, like adding a new record into the database, or if you receive an email with an attachment, or if you feed post into the Facebook. Okay, so that time it will trigger the flow. Okay, next we have an conditions and actions. So that is all about when the what action it could perform when it triggers. Okay, so that's all about conditions or action. It could be a looping, or it could be a control statements. Okay, so this is what if you want to use, you must know about the connectors, triggers, and conditions. So let's jump into the demo. There we can able to find out how we use the Phase API to the Logic App. Okay, so what I need to do is, okay, so this is my scenario. What I need to do is, whenever I post, like whenever I post the images in the blob storage, that time I apply the face API over to the over to the image and get the inside information, and afterwards I just store that information into my Excel file. Okay, hope now you have clear view. Okay, so whenever I add the images into the blob storage, that time I apply the face API over there and then get the inside information. Okay, so it gets a value and then it stores into the Excel file, which is present in my OneDrive. Okay, so this is what we are going to do now. So to do that, you need some prerequisites, that is Microsoft Azure account, and then you need a Microsoft OneDrive account. Okay, so these are the prerequisites, and what are the steps we need to follow it. So the first we need to create a storage account. So to do that, I just switch over to my browser. Okay. So actually, already I have created I have created the face API. This is our face API. Once the deployment is over, you can have this window. Okay, so here we can able to find the overview, and then under the keys and endpoint, you can have the keys and endpoint. Through this keys and endpoint, you are adding to the AI applications. Okay, so just okay. Okay, so now what's our first step? So our first step is need to create an storage account. So why? Because means here I am using this blob storage is my input. Okay, so I'm getting the images from that storage only. So actually Azure storage is a fundamental building blocks for all the Azure services. It's one of the cloud computing PaaS services. So actually cloud storage, already I have created the service. Yes, so this is my face API, and this is my Azure storage content, that is an Azure storage services. So here okay, so once you have created it, okay, I think my system. Okay, so once you have created the storage, you can land over to this page. So this is what our storage look like. So here we can have a container. So in that container, we are going to store the, actually we have an blob storage queues, tables and files. So in that blob storage, we are going to save our images. Okay, so under the image folder. Okay, so here we are going to insert our images. So what's our next step? So we are going to apply the face API over the blob storage. Okay, so to do that, I just need to create an logic app. Okay, so we need to create a logic app. So our logic app is in that. So this is our logic app. So due to the time concern, I have already created it. So I just click on the logic app designer. In that I have created the flow. So in that flow, I just added the blob storage, and I have to choose a container in that. So the container, I have to choose a folder. Okay, so it could be present. We are going to add the images under the image folder. Okay, so that's why I just you need to give the path here, and we have to give the number of blobs of returns from the triggers, and how often it could be triggered. It could be checked for an item. So for the demo purpose, I have just give for the seconds. So actually we have a month, week, day, hour, minute. So I just give for seconds. So this is my input. So I have to take on the images from the blob storage. Okay, so then afterwards I am going to apply the face API over that image. So for that, to do that, I need to give the image URL. That image URL is all about the link that present on sec. Okay, so that image that's all present in that properties. Okay, so in that properties you can have an URL. Okay, so you just mapping that storage to your logic app. So what's a logic app is all about, we are going to mapping, right? Okay, so first we mapping the storage account, next we are going to mapping the Phase API. Okay, so to do that we need to create a connector. So that's what we are going to give the URL, and then we need to give the list of files path. So once I have done the second step, I have to store the output, right? So I have so here I am choosing the OneDrive as my output. Okay, as a result, so here I am using the Phase Excel one. Okay, so Excel file. Okay, so here this is my OneDrive. There in that. We have an folder that is an Azure Logic App demo. So in that I have created the Azure file that is all about. We have an field. Okay, so what are the content you need from that particular image is that is an I need to get the face ID, gender, age, beard, glasses, and smile. So these are some of the field that we can taken from the Phase API. So I just use such a field. Okay. So I need to map such field to my logic app. Okay. So here I have to mapping it. Okay. So to do that, I just click on the OneDrive Excel file. So you need to give the path where it could be saved. Okay. So it should be saved on the my OneDrive link. So we need to give that link, and then once we connect the link, it can automatically mapping your table, and then once it can it can automatically map your all the field, that is face ID, gender, age, beard, glass, and smile. That's it. Without writing a single line of code, we can able to achieve it with the help of Azure Cognitive Services. Okay, so here we are using the Phase API. So I just run my logic app. Okay, so to do that, I need to okay, so let me check either it is in either I'm enabling it. Okay, so I just enabling it. I just go to the designer and then I just click on run. Yes, I just click on run. So to check the output, I'm just adding the images to the blob. So to do that, I just click on upload. So in that, I just choose my file. Okay. So here I just click on 3. Okay. Okay, I just click on upload. So once I upload the images in the blob storage, let me check the output in the okay, logic app. Yes, it's run successfully. Okay, so let me check either it took the values and store it in the, yes, it's take the values. So he's a male. So what image I have used here is okay, so I have used this image, right? Okay, so that you can have a male, it's an age of 37 and can he have the beard of 0.4 and he is not wearing the glass and he is smiling. So every API have an degree of confidence. The degree of confidence is lies between 0 to 1. If it is if it is 0 to 0.5, it is a negative one. If it is it is greater than 0.5 to 1, it is a positive one. Actually, in this image, he is smiling, so that's why we can get the values of 0.7. Okay, hope now you can able to understand that how we could use the Azure Cognitive Services into the Logic app without writing a single line of code, how we could achieve this thing. Okay, so that's it. That's all about my demo. So I just move to the presentation. So I have another demo too. So to do that, I just show. Okay. So I just I just open my virtual machine. So I just run on console applications. How we could use the Face API in the console application. So I just already done it. I just run my console application. So here I need to give the URL of my image. So I just use the same one. Okay, so I just copy the link and paste it over here. It is 3.jpg. Yes. Okay, so we can get the values. Okay, so now hope you can able to understand that how what's all about the Face API, and then how we could use such things in the Logic app, and how we could use such things in the console applications. So that's all about that. So let's I sum up with what are the things that I have covered so far. So I just started my session with the cognitive services. There I have showed you that what is the cognitive services and what are the categories in that, and then how we could create the cognitive services in that in the portal, and then what is a Logic app, and how we could run a zero code program in that Logic app, and I have showed you that how we could use the API to the console applications. Okay, so if you have any questions, and I am also like to share some resources if you want to explore more about the AI. So we have Microsoft provided very good resources that we can able to find out in that. That is an AI lab. We have an AI school, AI demos, and then AI cognitive technologies.